Hi guys, welcome to Sabonzi Academy. In today's video, we'll be solving the question 6 of the 2022 WASSCE June core maths theory questions. Question 6. The graph shows the relation of the form y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are constants. A. State the scale used for each axis. B. Find the values of a, b, and c. C. Find the values of x when y is equal to 7. D. Write the coordinates of the minimum point. And E. State the range of values of x for which y is less than 0. So let's begin with our solution. So 6a. So find the scale used for each axis. So we can see that for the x-axis, the scale is 1 centimeters to 1 unit. So for every 1 centimeter, we have 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth. So x-axis, we have 1 centimeters to 1 unit. And on the y-axis, our scale is 1 centimeters to 2 units. It means that for every 1 centimeters, we have 2. So 2, then 4, then 6, then the next 1 centimeter, 8, then the next 10. So 1 centimeter to 2 units. So that's it for question 6a. Now B, it says that find the values of a, b, and c. So first, our relation is y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So we pick coordinates for x and y from the graph. So we pick our first points, which is 0 and 5. So 0 and 5 will be somewhere here. So that will be point A. So the coordinates for point A will be 0 and 5. So our relation becomes 5 is equal to A, x is 0, so 0 squared plus b, x is 0 plus c. So 5 will be equal to 0 plus 0 plus c. So our c will be equal to 5. Now we can also pick this point here. That's when x is 1, y is 0. So that point will be b. So the coordinates of b would be 1, 0. Now when we put it in our equation, you have 0 is equal to a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus c. So we have 0 is equal to a plus b plus c. But we know that our c is equal to 5. So 0 will be equal to a plus b plus 5. And this gives us a plus b is equal to minus 5. So this is equation 1. Now our next point we'll be picking will be here. So that will be point C. And the coordinates of C would be 0, 5. So C is 5, 0. Then the relation becomes 0 is equal to a times x is 5. So 5 squared plus b times 5 plus c. Now this will be equal to 0. Then 25a plus 5b plus c. But we know that c is equal to 5. So we have 0 is equal to 25a plus 5b plus 5. So we can say that 25a plus 5b is equal to minus 5. This is equation 2. So from here we have two simultaneous equations, and we can decide to use the method of elimination or the method of substitution. So in this video, we'll use the method of elimination. So first, to eliminate b, we multiply equation 1 by 5. So we say that multiply equation 1 by 5. So our new equation becomes 5a plus 5b is equal to minus 25. And this will be equation 3. Now our equation 2 is 25a plus 5b is equal to minus 5. Now we can subtract equation 3 from equation 2 or equation 2 from equation 3. So let's subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So equation 2 from equation 3. So 5 minus 25, we have minus 20a plus 5b minus 5b is 0 is equal to minus 25 minus minus 5. So minus 25 minus minus 5 is the same as minus 25 plus 5, which is equal to minus 20. So we have minus 20 here. So minus 20a is equal to minus 20. To find a, we divide through by the coefficient of a, which is minus 20. So here divide by minus 20, here divide by minus 20. Our a will be equal to 1. Now we put a equals 1 into any of the equation. So we put a equals 1 into equation 1. So we write, putting a equals 1 into equation 1. And our equation 1 is a plus b is equal to minus 5. So a plus b is equal to minus 5. Now anywhere we see a, we replace it with 1. So we have 1 plus b is equal to minus 5. B is equal to minus 5 minus 1. So our b will be equal to minus 6. So therefore, our a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 6, and c is equal to 5. So our relation becomes y is equal to a, which is 1, x squared plus b, which is minus 6, x plus c, which is 5. So y will be equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. Now see, it says find the value of x when y is 7. So b, when y is equal to 7, our relation becomes 7 is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. So we equate everything to 0. We have x squared minus 6x plus 5 minus 7 is equal to 0. So from here we have x squared minus 6x minus 2 is equal to 0. So here the only option to use is to use the quadratic formula. And we know that the quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And our b is minus 6, our a is 1, and our c will be 2. So x will be equal to minus 6 plus or minus the square root of minus 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2 all over 2 times 1. And this is equal to 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 8 all over 2. So our x will be equal to 6 plus or minus the square root of 36 minus 8 is 28. So 28 all over 2. So our x will be equal to 6 plus the square root of 28 over 2 or 6 minus the square root of 28 all over 2. So from here, our x will be equal to 0.35, or x is equal to 5.66. So the values of x will be 0.35 and 5.66. Now D, it says write the coordinates of the minimum point. So the minimum point of the curve will be half the distance of this and this. So it will be half this distance. And half of it is 3. So the x coordinates for our minimum point will be 3. And then the y coordinates will be this, which is equivalent to -4. So from the graph, the minimum points are 3 minus 4. Now E says state the range of values of x for which y is less than 0. So we know that y is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. And we are saying that y is less than 0. So we can say that x squared minus 6x plus 5 is less than 0. So here we factorize. So from here, we find factors of 5 that when we multiply, we get 5. And when we add, we get -6. So first, let's look at 5 and 1. So 5 times 1 gives us 5. And then 5 plus 1 gives us 6. But we are looking for -6, not 6. So what we can do is to take 5. So first, let's negate 5 and 1. So -5 times -1 would give us +5. And -5 plus -1 would give us -6. So our factors will be -5 and -1. So our equation becomes x squared minus 5x minus x plus 5 is less than 0. So when we factorize x out from here, we have x into brackets x minus 5 minus 1 into brackets x minus 5 is less than 0. So you have x minus 1, x minus 5 is less than 0. So x minus 1 is less than 0, and x minus 5 is less than 0. So x will be less than 1, and x is less than 5. So therefore, x is less than 1 and x is less than 5. So this brings us to the end of question 6. Now don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. In our next video, we'll be solving the question 7 of the 2018 of the core math theory questions.